You're watching Ndtv-Hindu.
Hello and welcome to the late night news on Ndtv-Hindu. I'm Ramanathan. The top stories tonight. Shocking child trafficking racket busted in Krishnagiri. Children by the police rescued by the police include 10-day-old babies. Residents of Mogapet protest after they find petrol in their water. Authorities say they're looking into the matter. A third Lankan national now arrested for cheating the two detained at Chennai airport early on Friday. Chennai city sees a makeover ahead of the World Classical Tamil Conference deadline for Tamil signboards tomorrow. Congress MP takes a dig at the judiciary, says many Madras High Court judges appointed cannot even write a sentence. And here are the sounds of Chennai like Rasool Pukuti does an Ndtv-Hindu exclusive.
For me also, dialect comes as intonation of the language. For me, that's a sound.
Well, the big story at this hour, police have rescued two babies today from what appears to be a huge child trafficking racket spread across the state and also some other parts of South India. In Krishnagiri, two babies, one from the district and one from Bangalore, were rescued and 7 people have been arrested in connection to this. Sources tell us that 11 children aged shockingly between 10 days and 4 years have been rescued in the past week alone. The SP of Krishnagiri, Mr. Babu, joined us with more details.
These two babies today rescued, one from Bangalore and the other from Krishnagiri. So already 2 cases were registered in Tirupattur Town Police Station of Vellore district. So on the basis of those 2 complaints, today we rescued 2 babies and produced them before the court. So further we decided further to take custody of the arrested accused and we will prove further.
Well, a shocking case there from Krishnagiri. We'll of course be following that story very closely and bring you the latest details when more details emerge. Moving on, for 1.5 years now, residents of West Mogapet have been complaining of oil leaks at a retail petrol filling station nearby, which has contaminated their water supplies. But the Indian Oil Corporation outlet nearby says that all their plumbing is intact, but the water remains contaminated. The residents today went all out protesting on the streets against the contamination.
தண்ணி பாட்டில் பார்த்தீங்களா இப்படி இருக்கு இந்த தண்ணியில வந்து என்ன செய்ய முடியும்? துணி துவைக்க முடியுமா? பாத்திரம் கழுவ முடியுமா? குளிக்க முடியுமா? எங்க ஸ்கின் எல்லாம் இப்படி ஆகி ரொம்ப பாதிச்சிருக்கோம் சார். நாங்க போகாத இடம் இல்ல. எல்லார்கிட்ட போய் ரிப்போர்ட் கொடுத்திருக்கோம், போலீஸ் ஆபீஸ் கொடுத்திருக்கோம், போலீஸ் ஸ்டேஷன் கொடுத்திருக்கோம். டைரக்ட்டா இந்த பங்க்ல சொல்லிருக்கோம் நாங்க. சொல்லி இவங்க எல்லாம் வந்து பார்த்து எந்த நடவடிக்கை எடுக்காம நாங்க சரி செய்துட்டோம்ன்றாங்க.
These angry residents say a leaking storage tank at a retail petrol filling outlet contaminated drinking water supplies to their homes. They say they have been facing health risks for about a year and the problem remains unsolved despite complaints.
அம்மா நீங்க யார்கிட்டயாச்சும் போய் கம்ப்ளைன்ட் பண்ணீங்களா? ஆமா, போலீஸ்ல கம்ப்ளைன்ட் பண்ணோம், பொல்யூஷன் போர்டுல கம்ப்ளைன்ட் பண்ணோம், கலெக்டர் ஆபீஸ்ல கம்ப்ளைன்ட் பண்ணோம், துணை முதலமைச்சருக்கு லெட்டர் அனுப்பணும், எல்லா இடத்துக்கும் போயாச்சு, எங்கங்க போக முடியுமோ போயாச்சு.
Residents say oil leaks that occur at this filling station contaminate their water supplies, and residents who live near another filling station nearby have also made similar complaints.
The Indian Oil authorities completely deny the allegations that the petrol was mixed with the drinking water. When contacted, the authorities said that their pipes are very strongly built and there is no chance of leakage. They also clarified that they had taken a stock from the morning till afternoon and they found out that the leakage is only with permissible level. They are also planning to give the sample to the laboratories for further clarifications. In Chennai, Lokpriya for Ndtv-Hindu.
Well, a twist in the case of the 2 Lankan Tamils detained at the Chennai airport on Friday. Now, a third man, Mohammed Shabir, has been arrested for cheating the 2 who were earlier detained. Earlier, Abdul Hamid had come to the airport on Friday along with another person, Mohammed Bashir, to board a flight to Colombo. Both of them were detained by the CISF personnel for questioning after a brick was found in one of their suitcases during a scan of the baggage. Now, it turns out it was Shabir who had cheated them into carrying the brick along with that baggage. Our reporter Salim explains to us what exactly happened and the sequence of the events.
A person named Shabir sold them this thermocol box, saying that it was a computer. It was a computer priced at 10,000 rupees in Chennai. If sold in Sri Lanka, it can be sold at a staggering price of 65,000 rupees. Believing his words, these two men bought the thermocol box, which was found to conceal just a brick worth rupees 5. The suburban police traced Shabir, arrested him and lodged him at the Pudal prison. The police suspect that the accused may have used these two innocents as a trial run to smuggle goods and explosives. We should also remember that a few days ago, the Bureau of Civil Aviation Security had issued a general alert to all airports in the country of a possible terror attack.
Now, ahead of the World Classical Tamil Conference, the Chennai Corporation had warned shops and businesses that the signboards will be removed if their names are not displayed in Tamil. The extended deadline to display Tamil signboards runs out on Monday at 10 a.m. Nithala reports.
Don't be surprised when the Chennai Corporation brings down signboards like this one that do not display names in Tamil. The new deadline to change runs out on Monday, and the corporation says it will act immediately against those who don't obey.
மாற்றாத வணிக நிறுவனங்களின் பெயர் பலகைகள் நாளை காலை 10 மணிக்கு மேல் அண்ணா சாலையில் எனது முன்னிலையிலேயும் மற்ற மண்டலங்களில் அந்தந்த மண்டல அலுவலர்களின் முன்னிலையிலேயும் அவைகள் மாற்றப்படும். அந்த வணிக நிறுவனங்கள் பெயர் பலகைகள் இல்லாத வணிக நிறுவனங்களாக ஆக்கப்படும்.
But the corporation has dropped one of its conditions. Now the Tamil name need not be larger than the one in English. That's a major relief for showrooms of international brands.
First வந்து போர்டில் பெருசாக தமிழில் நல்லா ப்ராடாக போட சொன்னாங்க. அப்புறம் இப்போ மேலே வந்து சின்னதாக போட்டால் போதும், எங்கேயாவது சின்ன எழுத்து தெரிஞ்சால் போதும். அதாவது பேர் வந்து தமிழில் இருக்கணும், அவ்வளோதான். அது மட்டும் தான் அவங்களுக்கு முக்கியத்துவம். அதனால் இப்போ பிரச்சனை சின்னதாக வேணால் ஃபஸ்ட் நாங்கள் ஃபுல்லாக இங்கிலீஷில் மாற்றிட்டோம். ஆனால் இப்போ திடீர்னு மாற்ற முடியாது. அதனால் சரி இப்போ சின்னதாக போட ரொம்ப சந்தோஷமாக இருக்குது. சின்னதாக போட்டுவிட்டால் எல்லாம் முடிஞ்சிடும்.
The World Classical Tamil Conference opens on Wednesday in Coimbatore and looks like the corporation wants that to reflect in Chennai as well. In Chennai, Nithala, Ndtv-Hindu.
Now, ahead of the much-hyped conference, the government had also gone on a drive to vacate and rehabilitate beggars on the streets. But after the National Human Rights Commission saw details on the detention of these beggars and mentally ill people, the city mayor says that all legal and medical procedures are being followed while rehabilitating these beggars.
Is the Chennai Corporation violating laws in its efforts to rehabilitate beggars and the mentally ill people who live in the streets? That's the question Ndtv-Hindu asked a few weeks ago. Now the National Human Rights Commission has raised this doubt with the corporation. The commission has demanded a report from the state government and observed that the contents of press reports, if true, raise a serious issue of human rights of the victims. The corporation has denied any violation of laws. It says about 342 people were picked up for rehabilitation, 162 people are being treated at the IMH, and the others have been taken to old age homes run by NGOs.
இவர்கள் மாநகராட்சியின் சார்பில் அழைத்து வரப்பட்டு சிறையில் அடைக்கப்பட்டார்கள் என்கின்ற ஒரு பொய்யான செய்தியை வதந்தியாக கிளப்பிவிட்டிருக்கிறார்கள். மனிதநேயமற்ற அந்த செய்தியை மாநகராட்சி வன்மையாக கண்டிக்கிறது. இவர்களை அப்புறப்படுத்துவதென்பது மாநகராட்சியின் நோக்கமல்ல, இவர்களுக்கு மறுவாழ்வு தருவதே இந்த மாநகராட்சியின் நோக்கம். சென்னையிலே பிச்சைக்காரர்களை ஒழிப்பது மட்டுமே மாநகராட்சியின் நோக்கமல்ல, அவர்களுக்கான மறுவாழ்வுக்கு திட்டமிடுவதே இந்த நிர்வாகத்தின் நோக்கம்.
Efforts to rehabilitate the homeless certainly deserve to be praised. But the corporation's efforts at making Chennai a city without beggars, widely seen as a cosmetic exercise, is drawing fire. In Chennai, Nithala, Ndtv-Hindu.
And with the conference just round the corner, AIDMK Supremo Jayalalitha today has criticized the ruling DMK for holding the conference while the Sri Lankan Tamils continue to live in distress. She wants the implementation of the 18-point charter of demands of the Lankan Tamils, and she also lashed out at the centre, saying that despite assurances from Prime Minister Manmohan Singh about the Lankan President Mahinda Rajapaksa's promise, the army was destroying Tamil identity, and that Karunanidhi had no right to hold this conference when the Lankan Tamils were leading such a pathetic life in Sri Lanka. Meanwhile, Tamil Nadu's Chief Minister Karunanidhi has expressed happiness after a statement signed in the name of Sri Lanka's former guerrillas. The LTTE congratulated organizers of the World Classical Tamil Conference. Karunanidhi in a statement referred to some unnamed leaders as those who called for the killing of Tamils because they were rebels and not innocent people. The rebel statement was posted on a website claiming to be signed by LTTE leaders. It said there was nothing much the people of Tamil Nadu could have done to stop the killing in Sri Lanka. Well, do you want to de-stress after a super hard week? We tell you why spas could be the best option. Find out more on the other side.